Hey, Zoya.
Okay.
Okay, Lisie S. Orjuela is an artist who first actually showed when I was doing the shows at the York Square in New Haven in 2002, and I've been following her work as figurative abstract in many ways. The show that she had there were very large-scale pieces, and now Lisie talks about her work. She's originally from Argentina, and is an art scholar actually, and a lecturer at the University of Mexico. Okay, never mind. It's true. She asked. Very trying. Okay. She says about her work, the world of paradoxes engages my attention. Our interior. Shh. Thank you. Okay. The world of paradoxes engages my attention. Our interior territories with the struggles and contradictions of the soul, the spirit, and the psyche, and the mind is a vast, complicated, and intriguing field. The attempt to understand and be consciously aware of this motivates me and drives my artwork. My paintings integrate and weave thoughts, feelings, and experiences into an avenue in which tap into, explore, and inhabit these bewildering paradoxes. This is her series called Winged Buttresses, and she says these paintings play with the imagery and meanings arising from the combination of flying buttresses and Gothic architecture. Now, in case you're not aware of the structure of early medieval cathedrals, the flying buttress was an external structure which actually held the walls up, which kept the walls from actually crumbling down in order to allow very high vaults within the cathedrals. Right? The paintings play with the imagery arising from flying, which in Gothic architecture and the hawk. I work in a way that reflects natural life in a slow organic process. Each painting is created. Paintings are created with multiple layers of paint, visual textures, rich earthly colors, as well as human and animal forms. The figures tend to be a central part in most of the work, dissolving and coming out of the surrounding ground, interacting with it, and being a part thereof. The paintings change and evolve continuously. If you look at her work, you'll see that they don't stay, they're not static. That's a very interesting thing about what I talk about in painting, that sometimes you'll have artwork that you look at on your wall, it'll be there for years and it'll always look different. Well, that's something that's very characteristic of Lisie's work. I work with paints, oil bars, oil pastels on stretched canvas. So, thank you, Lisie. If you'd like to say something more about that.
Pretty much said it all. I just, so this is, usually I work with a human figure, but more and more I've been working with hawks especially. I just love the way they look when I see them. So here I was exploring the imagery of the hawk that signifies certain freedom, where you see them flying, and the buttress, which is very solid, very grounded, and holding you up, and so that push and pull of wanting to be grounded and wanting to fly at the same time. So that's just a starting point, and then I let the work just kind of go where it leads me. So most of them you've kind of lost the traces of the buttresses, but here you can see some of them. Sometimes it takes a while to find the figures. Here's the hawk. The buttresses you can see here also a little bit in the background. So I just took images that I found, close-ups of just cool images of the buttresses, but you can't see them. But it is supporting the work. And actually this came out after my series Grounding, which is large work, which is what I often work with at large, and that is, I started with the floor plan from cathedrals and churches in Europe. So this is kind of a wing, literally, from that, a stepping. So I just wanted to see what would happen if I crossed it visually and meaning-wise. So it's a series of 10, and there's 8, I believe, up here.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you.